welcome back to the Hub today. All month long, we've been talking about how it's time to finally clear the shelters.
That's right. But once you have your pet, there are things that you need to know to keep them safe.
Yes, and our friends from the Animal Rescue League of Boston are back to discuss the importance of microchipping. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us. Always love being here.
We always love having you, and we always love who you bring. So before we dive into microchipping, because we know that's important, we have to meet Cricket and Cinnamon here.
Sure. So Cinnamon is this girl here. She's a bit on the shy side right now. And we also have Cricket.
Cricket's trying to crawl away. Yeah. I think she needs a nap.
So they are.
Wants to hop.
Yeah. They're great. They're bonded.
They're bonded. What does that mean for people that may not understand?
So they're besties.
Oh, I love that.
So they want to go home together. They need to be together. They just absolutely love being together.
So if you want two rabbits, you got to bring them together.
And they're about a year old?
Yes, yeah. A little over a year old. So they're English lop rabbits. Okay. So you got the little ears going here. And just they're adorable. They love to be handled. I think, we've been in studio for a little bit, so I think Cinnamon's she's about, okay, I've had my 15 minutes. I'm just about done, so.
All right, so we have to keep our streak up with the Hub today. We got Cora adopted last week.
Yeah.
So these two, like we said, Cricket and Cinnamon, if you're interested, hit up the Rescue League to make sure that you get it.
Yes. All right, so we tease microchipping. Yeah. Rabbits aren't necessarily, bunnies aren't necessarily one of the animals that are microchipped, but a lot of the animals that are being adopted during Clear the Shelters now are. Yes. Why is that so important?
Well, I mean, it's estimated that about 1 in 3 pets will go missing at some point during their life, and microchipping is one of the easiest and simplest tools you can use to really drastically increase the likelihood of being reunited with your pets should they go missing. It's about the size of a grain of rice. Once it's installed, there's no maintenance. It's good for the life of your pet, and it's essentially just a number that's an identification number that's unique to your pet. Okay. So every animal at the Animal Rescue League of Boston, cats and dogs, they are microchipped. Okay. Of course, spayed and neutered and vaccinated before they go home, but the microchip is the important part. And we've had a few instances just in the last few weeks. We had a cat that was found at Logan Airport about a week and a half ago. Okay. He'd been missing for almost a month. He was found at the airport, brought to ARL at our facility in Boston. He was microchipped. We found the contact information was correct and up to date, which is very important. So we reached out. The owner was overjoyed and ecstatic and reunited them. And before that, we had a 15-year-old cat come through our doors in Dedham. And turns out that cat had been missing for about 2 years. Wow. Just about.
So clearly very, very, very,
very important.
What is the actual process? Is it a difficult process to get an animal microchipped?
No. It's relatively inexpensive. We do rabies vaccination clinics throughout the year, and we do include microchips in some of those clinics. They're usually about $10 or so, so anywhere from $10 to $20 depending on where you go. And again, it's painless, it's non-toxic. Once it's in, it's good for the life of your pet, and one of the simplest ways that you can increase the likelihood of being reunited.
So ARL has some exciting incentives for the Clear the Shelters this month specifically. What are they?
Yeah, so we're calling it our Smalley Summer Soiree.
Okay.
Ooh,
so this weekend we will be waiving adoption fees for all small animals. So this includes bunnies, of course, and guinea pigs, mice, and hamsters and things of that nature. So all small animals, their adoption fees will be waived. It's just another fee-waived adoption event that we're having throughout Clear the Shelters. We have 2 more weekends to go after this, so we are excited to tell you guys more about that once we get a little closer.
So make sure you could go to Clear Shelters American Rescue League. Actually, right here, you can scan the QR code, and you'll find out more information. And again, Cricket and Cinnamon, they want to go home, so find out if you can.